Welcome back to another video. Today I'm discussing or explaining Tokiomi's quirk. As we know, Tokiomi is regarded, if not the third or fourth strongest in Class 1A, just off his ability alone. As we know, Tokiomi has shown the likes to be stronger than, Todoroki and or Bakugo, just in certain circumstances. Anyway, his quirk, Dark Shadow, allows him to manifest a sentient shadow monster from his body that he can materialize and contract freely, as we see in mostly all the arcs. But the darker it gets, the more powerful his shadow becomes. He doesn't use the shadow, at least much early on in the dark, just because he cannot gain true control over it. Now, of course, within an arc or within a training time skip, he is able to overcome that by means of going into a cave and training in the dark, so he could gain full or at least adaptive control over the thing that's spouting out his body. Does it look like does it look like I could catch him? Yes. Should it be a new Pokemon Dark type? Maybe. Would I catch it? Probably not. I'd stick to Gengar and or Zoroark. Or Zoroark. Nah. Zoroark for Pokemon? That go tough. Anyway. The Chateau's entity, personality, strength, defense, and control always depends on the lack of light. For me, this is the opposite of Sunshine, or at least for Escanor, where the ability gets stronger as the sunlight comes out, but Tokiomi gets stronger as the dark comes about. Now, with the size and parameters are drastically enhanced, it is powerful enough to rip out and cut down multiple full-grown trees easily. And of course, as I mentioned, it's just really difficult to control in the dark. Now, the moves, or at least the things he does with his abilities, Black Abyss, as this allows him to wear his shadow as a suit of armor onto himself and mitigates his close range weaknesses. Of course, within this subsidiaries, Fumikage, call him Tokiomi, enlarges Dark Shadow's arms and smashes his targets with them. Piercing Twilight Claws, he shoots out Dark Shadow's claws, which attacks at great speeds. Sabbath changes from Blackfall, which allows him to become a Black Fallen Angel to Black Abyss while fighting. Black Fallen Angel is a technique that Fumikage devised under the tutelage of the Pro Hero Hawks. Rest in peace. Fumikage rests his body on top of Dark Shadow, and Dark Shadow uses his own levitation powers to use Fumikage, his own version of flight. And of course, Ragnarok, when it is summoned in dark conditions, since it grows exponentially where he can't control it, he is strong enough to defeat the strongest villains in an instant. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see him versus All For One and or who am I thinking of? And or Shirizaki at the pinnacle, because at this point, at the point of his Ragnarok, he would be stronger than Midoriya. Anyway, Womb allows Dark Shadow to who then wraps around his opponent and swaddles itself around the target, preventing them from escaping. And total release. Fumikage charges Dark Shadows using several sources of darkness, then unleashes it full power against his opponents, his own little Kamehameha. Now, of course, I'm just going to mention his equipment. Cloak, Fumigage's hero costume, includes a cloak. We know that. His claws, of course. And that's pretty much it. I really like Tokiomi as a character, so I just really wanted to talk about him real quick. I wish he got to do more in the series besides of that little big three of Bakugo, Todoroki, and Midoriya, as he is one of the stronger ones and can fight on par with him if conditions allow. Other than that, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.